Praise the Lord, YouTube. Back again with another video. This video here is going to be about women preachers. Should women do women have a right to preach? I want to get into this because some people just don't understand, excuse me, still ignorant that a woman has no right to preach. And the scriptures I'm going to bring going to prove that a woman has no authority. A woman never was ordained, or God never commanded a woman to preach. All right, let's get right into it. Numbers 27:15. All right. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. So God is setting a man over the congregation. Now, some people try to go back and use Deborah. Deborah, she judged Israel, and God didn't tell her to do it. Another man in Judges, where the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he judged Israel. That did not happen to Deborah. You can't use Deborah. You can't use, I think it's Phoebe. You can't use none of those things because the Bible don't contradict itself. All right? Which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep having no shepherd. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thy hand upon him. So he told Moses, the servant of the Lord, prophet, God's prophet, to take thee Joshua, all right, and put his hand upon him. All right, so now we're going to go down to Second Chronicles. We're going to go right to Second Chronicles, and we're going to start at the 13th verse. All right. Second Chronicles, the 13th verse. The 10th verse. I'm sorry. I think it's the 10th verse. Now, all right. But as for us, the Lord our God. Let me start over again. But as for us, the Lord is our God, and we have not forsaken him. And the priests which ministered unto the Lord are the sons of Aaron, and the Levites waited upon their businesses. All right, so now, the priests which ministered unto the Lord were the sons of Aaron. Not the daughters of Aaron, the sons of Aaron. All right. Now we're going to go down here to, I believe it's Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and I'm going to begin, I believe, at the 9th verse here. All right. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and the 9th verse. Let's see what a preacher is. Let's see if it's a woman or a man. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge, yea, he gave heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. So now, it's telling you that, okay, more of the preacher, letting you know more of the preacher, he was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Now, as I even read the Bible, just about all of it, I don't see nowhere where God commanded a woman to preach. Let's go down to this prophet, to go down to the prophet Jonah here. Let's see how God instructed Jonah. third chapter of Jonah. He's about the second verse. All right. Arise, go into Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. The preaching that God is going to bid this man, not a woman. Now, people, even after this video, even if a woman preacher see it, she's going to still get up in the pulpit and fake like she's in the spirit and is talking in some kind of tongues or something and deceiving the people, lying to them. Let's see now here what Jesus did here. Who did he choose, and who did he choose, men or women? All right. And he ordained 12 that they should be with him, and that he might send them forth to preach. Let's see who they were. Let's see if I can find a woman here. And start over again. Verse 15. And to have power to heal sickness and to cast out devils. All right, he gave his apostles power to do that. Let's see who they were. Let's see if there's a woman down in here. Let's see. And Simon he surnamed Peter, and James the son of Zebedee, and John the brother of James, and he surnamed them Boanerges, which is the sons of thunder, and Andrew and Philip and Bartholomew and Matthew and Thomas and James the son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus and Simon the Canaanite and Judas Iscariot, which also betrayed him. And they went into an house. Now, all these names I read, it's not a woman here. So Jesus chose 12 men. All right. He chose 12 men. All right, now let's go down here to the book of Acts here. The 9th chapter of Acts. It's about verse 31, I'm thinking now. Ethiopian eunuch, he's reading the prophet Isaiah. He didn't understand what he was reading. Let's see now what Philip asked him, understand what thou readest? And the Ethiopian eunuch replied, 8th chapter of Acts, verse 31. And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. So now, some man should guide me. See, not a woman. A woman, that's not her job. But a lot of these women today is very masculine and manly. They think they can do what a man can do. Let's go down to 13th chapter of Acts here. And I believe it's about verse 40. Verse 41. Acts 13, chapter verse 41. Behold, ye despisers, and wonder, and perish, for I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you. So a man is going to do the preaching, a man is going to declare it, and not a woman. Now, and here's a scripture here that people just don't understand. They're just dumb and ignorant. They don't understand. A woman does not have authority. There's nowhere in the Bible where a woman was ordained to preach. She has no authority. Now let's go down here to 1 Corinthians 14:34. Now, before I read this scripture is talking about a woman preaching and teaching in the church. Okay, preaching and, her teaching and preaching in the church. Now, she can sing and testify. All right, so I'm going to read this scripture because a lot of people don't understand this. All right. Let your women keep silent in the churches. Okay, let her keep quiet. Now, here's what God wants her to keep quiet about. For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. All right, now drop down to verse 35. All right. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. So now it's a shame for her to get up there and preach and try to teach somebody something. It's a shame, but you know, these women today, they're so wicked and hell-bound. They don't pay this scripture no mind. They get right on up there and try to preach. You know, but let's go down here to the Apostle Paul here. Talk to his son Timothy here. Talk to his son Timothy. Let's go down here to the First Timothy 2:11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to use up authority over the man, but to be in silence. Now that can't be no plainer. I mean, how dumb can somebody really be? I mean, come on. The scripture is saying it right here. You know, to be in silence. God don't want no woman teaching. She can sing and testify, and she can do other businesses, but she cannot preach. That's not her. She's out of order now. She cannot preach. So the woman has no authority to preach. And I'm going to try to... Anyway, the scripture in the first chapter, Titus, tells the elder to hold fast the faithful words as he has been taught. Not she. I want to get here to 1 Timothy, the 3rd chapter here. Let's see who was ordained here. The Bible said they ordained elders. You know, but let's see who the elders were. All right. This is a true. 1 Timothy 3:1. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire good work. Now it says if a man desire the office of a bishop. So there's nowhere in the Bible where a woman was ordained to be a bishop. Now, he gives you a little bit of qualifications. He gives you some qualifications. A bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife. That's a man. Vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. That's a man's job. Apt to teach. When we come around to the Bible, God anoints a man to preach, and he's apt to teach. So now, shouldn't have to say much more on that, because that doesn't make any sense. It's nowhere in the Bible where a woman was called and sent to preach. So, all the women out there, they see this video, get down out the pulpit, and come on to God's church to start on the day of Pentecost. Acts 2:38 is how everybody has to be saved. So now, anybody with good sense or good knowledge know, after the scriptures I read, a woman cannot preach. Anyway, that's it for that video. And people should understand, a woman has no right to preach. So all these big time wicked women out there trying to preach or want to preach, they have no authority. That's the devil in them trying to preach. All right. So this Joyce Meyer, whatever her name is, Jackie McCullen, Juanita Bindrum, there's another one out there, I can't think of her name. Oh, Paula White. They had no authority. That's all that's of the devil, and that's not God's church. All right. Peace be unto you. Have a blessed day or night, whichever case it may be.